blowing us off again this year. Even we're gonna think you lost it. Seriously. I'm glad you finally called us. I'm really glad you finally called us.
She's right to you. I must have told you like a million times.
I've never heard anything refer to anyone as a friend.
Jack,
Pleasure was all mine.
Usually when you're seeing an audition, you watch only one person. So to watch 4 people auditioning at the same time is, I feel like I got a little ADD.
The guy in the red trying to ham it up too much.
Nah, he's too stiff. He needs acting classes. That's the thing about acting, man. Everybody thinks, hey, I got a personality, I'm funny at a party, I was the class clown, I can be an actor. No, you can't do it like that. I mean, you gotta study, and you go to acting school, and that's where you can show, you can be everything you have to be in situations like this. And you could tell that he didn't have any acting study classes.
Not everybody studies.
Did you study?
I didn't study.
All right, so what are you talking about?
I didn't study.
And it shows. Hey! Pacino studied, De Niro studied, all the greats, everybody was, Marlon Brando studied, he had a teacher. Pacino has a coach all the time.
There are some people who have studied, who haven't studied, who are actually good actors too.
It can happen in movies, it can happen in movies.
Not in the theater.
Like here, there's a lot of performances, if you cut with a couple extra takes, you can shape it to performances. I think Mr. Red is way too uncomfortable and trying too hard.
It was funny because he took a really bad line and made it work.
Yeah, who wrote these scripts? That's part of the problem. That line, and never really thought you had a friend. What is that? Who can act that? I couldn't. Pacino couldn't act that with an acting coach. I never saw a friend who had a friend. What's that? I can't even remember it. Yeah, I agree. The guy in the middle sitting down, he had like an edge. He had a quality about him that I think made him stand out from the other guys. Because I don't know what the movie's about. This script is about, but he had an edge that was cool.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Conflict?
The guy on the
It's all
left,
about.
the guy on the left, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I don't mind. Well, I like the first girl for the part. The first girl for the part. The second guy from the second part.
Okay.
And then this dude.
This dude sitting.
Yeah. And that
Like the guy from
Yeah.
Clyde asks Evan for some more money. Tom lights.
Lights?
Listen up. What do you mean more?
more.
Yeah.
Forget it, you're fired. Call the whole thing off.
We both know that's not gonna happen. Now I want double the original amount.
You got no contract tonight? I don't know you, but they're leaving. And I don't pay anymore? Gosh. At the worst possible moment. So you bust your own party? Nah, I won't be here. But I'll bust your party.
I think part of the problem is that the villain part, everybody's trying to play the villain. And that's a big downfall. And it happens to me a lot when I have to go into for parts. Like, you don't want to play a villain if you're a villain. You want to play like you're the lead.
I saw him in the director's clips last week, 2 weeks ago, and I thought he did great. And again, I think he's the best.
I still think this kid on the left is the best out of all of them.
I agree. I think he's the best. He's the most real, and he's trying to make a lot of material as natural and real as possible.
Right, and also not just that, but because the role isn't all that there, he releases himself completely, so it adds another layer to what could be just like, you know,
Right.
like bland.
You're not trying to overcompensate,
Right.
try to fill it up with a lot of stuff, which makes it, then that's overacting.
Yeah?
You're someone who has his finger on the pulse, someone who knows what's hot for anybody. Do me a favor? Take care of these people tonight. And I promise.
I mean, he had a great face. He had a great face, you know, and you thought, oh, this is really promising.
He was just too over the top for me.
Until he started to talk. I think part of the problem is that everybody is looking, I don't know, they're looking at the speeches and following every comma and period, and you hear it. And Christopher Walken, one of the things he does, he takes away all the punctuation. And you can tell. Like when he looks at the script and he studies it, he takes away all the punctuation, just writes it all down.
Oh, I didn't know
That's
that.
where he gets that weird timing, but that's more interesting than hearing every period.
Lamira is very pretty, and
She was the best out of
yeah,
all three.
I don't know for me, I thought she was the best.
Yeah, I thought she was the smoothest, sexier, more believable. truthful than all the others, and this dude did have a sense of humor, you know, and that was a cool, interesting part of it.
Put these people on the list.
You're like these people, dude.
These people are none of your concern.
Simple as that. Simple as that. Don't you dare talk to me like that, you little troll. Don't you dare talk to me like that, you little troll.
You're an employee. Do as you're told.
That's Clyde with the guy with the ball,
Yes.
the shaved head.
Yep.
Marty Clyde. Clyde still seems to be doing great, man. He just comes to every scene, he's really himself. He possesses and makes a choice. He's an interesting dude. He's got a future.
It's Megan. You remember me.
Of course I remember you, Megan. What are you doing on Jack's phone? Where's Jack?
Oh, Jack's all tied up right now, but he wanted me to call you.
Putting on that voice was hilarious.
That's great.
It looked real. You believed it. I thought it was her. She was on healing or
It's
something.
a lot of fun. First, this is Christy Phillips as Rebecca, and Mia Denali as Dee Goody.
Delani's still. Mia's got a great face. You really believe her as the ingenue of the flick. She really brings you in. You know, I keep thinking she should be the one. That's the one. I think everybody's really brave to come up and put their stuff, their work in front of the camera. I mean, when you audition, luckily they burn those tapes, so they throw them away.
Imagining now, like having an audition tape open up to.
Yeah, it's be frightening, man. They just saw only a few people see it, and then, you know, they make their comments not in front of everybody. Because an audition process is really, you're not at your best usually because there's too much pressure. You just got the material. It's not the same thing as when you're working.
And also, in an audition process, you know, we've all heard negative things about ourselves, and that hopefully it's said in a way that can encourage you to do better and like improve. Because I've gotten that feedback where I go, oh, okay, I'm going to work on that, and then next time be more comfortable or make a choice or not be so stiff, and then you just grow as an actor. So.
This gives an opportunity to people that might not get a reading for a part in a movie to actually get a part, and this could slingshot their
So, well, I
career.
guess what you're saying, it's not really who you know, it's how you trained and what you want out of this craft. Instead of trying to be successful or be famous, just try to be good.
Yes.
And the best people here, their talent will they will win. The ones who are the best for the part.
My name is davidjr.com.